Hey guys, this is an update on the RC8. If you've seen, right here we got the conversion in. I'm missing the motor mount because I bought it on eBay with everything but the motor mount. And so I got the motor mount ordered from a hobby shop. It took me a while to get all this stuff put in because it's not the easiest conversion that I've seen. What the big problem is the wire for the ESC. It runs under the battery tray all the way to about here, and once it reaches here, it comes up, loops over this, down, and you can see the orange back there around, and then through a little hole in the bottom of the receiver box. And getting all that stuff to lay nice and smooth, it's a task. But I got the shocks rebuilt. The cool thing I found out about the shocks is they have two bladders in them, opposed to the typical one bladder, which I might just be ignorant or whatever, because I don't know. I haven't rebuilt. The only shocks I've ever rebuilt have been Traxxas shocks, and they only have one bladder in them. And what's cool about these is when they go down, you can really adjust them. If you when you're building your shocks, you have a choice of how much rebound you want, and you adjust that by full rebound is the shock shaft fully extended, and then you put the shock cap on. Or you can half extend it, and what that means is that when you compress the shaft in, it's going to rebound all the way back out to the bottom, or all the way back to half, or a quarter, or whatever you set it at. And when you have it on full rebound, these shocks, it's a lot of tension with full compression. And so right now in the rear I have it about 25% up, and then I put the caps on, and then I have half in the front, and so I have 42.5 in the rear and 37 and the 37.5 in the front, and it's nice and smooth, and I could definitely see it hitting big jumps with the front, and then the back end, instead of slapping, it's gonna have all that nice dampening and catching it. I was at the hobby shop, and Team Associated, they actually make their own skid plate, and it was $4, and so why not? I got the skid plate. I rebuilt the shocks. In here there's the Z9110S servo. It's a high-speed servo. It's god-awfully fast. So let me get this stuff plugged up, and then you can see it run. I have it up, plugged in, and watch this. Crap. I don't have the servo horn screwed in, so it pops off. I don't have the screws for it, and I actually don't have the servo mounted in the chassis either. Let me see if I could prop this up on something so you can see how fast the servo is with no tension on the tires. Okay, I got this thing up on some tires. Let's see. See, the camera can't even pick it up. That's how fast it is. It kind of lags. But if you want, this is the servo. Well, I'll just tell you the specs. Specs are at 6 volts, 180 ounces of torque, with 0.08 speed. It's a really fast servo. I like it a lot. I bought it from a friend he's actually on RC Nightmare and YouTube. But yeah, it's a great servo. Since it's so low torque, I wonder if it's going to heat up real quick or whatever. But I don't have it mounted because I need these little foam spacers that raise the servo off the chassis and prevent it from it taking if the chassis slaps the ground, it taking the force of that impact, which would cause the motor and the servo to die, and that's a $120 servo, which would not be good. I'll be running my M11 in this, And I don't know if you've seen last, but I also have the wing off, so I'm fixing to redo it. But this is the body I painted for it. It's just put in the light. It's got purple stripes. It's a dark gray. It's a pretty cool looking body. And then I'll be putting the black wing with the white on the sides on it. So go ahead, comment, rate, and subscribe for me, and let me know what you think of it so far. But the motor will go here, and I'm ordering a Gens Ace 4S lipo for it. It's on back order, but it should be here in a week or two. So.